questions.
10 seconds.
All my breast.
Check lasers, please.
6, 5,
Okay, fade to black.
From the makers of Flatulence, the scented suppositories.
Coppertone is taking the wraps off summer. Because now, Coppertone lotions protect every skin type with a new special combination of UVA and UVB protection. New Coppertone. Something special between you and the sun.
I was sitting down with my buddy Pumbaa for a lovely meal. For starters, I had my usual crunchy, creepy crawly, and I was just about to chomp down on the main course, a big cream-filled entree, when I show up in this sandbox. I got sand everywhere.
I don't have time for this. Let's go.
Hello everyone, I'm the Loud House Critic, one guy with 1,000 views on all the episodes I must review. And yeah, somehow you can hear a little deep down tone in my voice. Like somehow I'm really not pleasant to actually review this episode. Since so much has been repetitive and overhated with this episode, and somewhat I did not see too much interest into it. Even if I barely give a damn about what the fandom says about some episodes, someone with this episode, they're kind of right. In fact, they really are right. Friends in Dry Places, the 49th episode in Season 4 of The Loud House, and above all, the 198th episode. I really don't have too much to say about this episode except it's repetitive and incredibly boring because it's another Lincoln Loud Paranoid episode. Sound familiar to another first season episode? Let's just get into this so you all know what I'm talking about, as you probably already know.
You can't get away with anything.
Don't even try.
You can't get away. One too many rules.
Yeah, you broke it this
Don't
time.
say us for a bunch of fools.
You think we crazy?
Can't have your cake and
come on, get a life, baby.
It's not your choice. We've taken all that we can take.
Enough.
We're on to you, you little fake. It's time for you to pay your dues.
Come on, give up the cash.
And you do like the truth. You can't get away with anything.
No, you can't get away with it.
Hey, Lynn! Yeah! Oh, sorry, bro.
Oh, I believe I slipped my disc again. Oh, goddamn.
Okay, I'll deal with your idiocy later. Right now we have a question and we want an honest answer.
Can I borrow your sleeping bag? Lana's snake gave birth in mine.
Ew, what the fuck, Lana? I thought you had these snakes somewhere else. Fuck, they were in your room in one episode. They were in Lori's dresser drawer in another episode. Hell, you lied to your mother about saying that the snake gave birth to a bunch of snake babies up in the fucking attic, and now we come to this. Make your fucking mind up, Lana.
Gross. No problem. All yours. Maybe I'll just sleep on the floor.
Girlfriend, you have got to take more showers.
Yeah, you're a nasty skunk.
I swear, I can't even tell who's more nastier, her or Lana.
Tomorrow is the 5th grade trip to Big Bear Dunes National Park. Ah, yes. Michigan's Gold Coast. The most baller of all the coasts. I can't wait. It's the last field trip of elementary school, and my friends and I are really gonna go out with a bang. Wow.
Ça c'est toujours
Excuse me. I almost vomit there.
Stink.
Ew.
Stank.
Gross.
Stung.
You need a bag. Can you move that sleeping bag? Oh, I remember that trip.
Ugh, don't make me sick.
So many fond memories. Who's that girl you're bench pressing?
My bunkmate, Sherry? No, Shirley.
Deadhead? Buckshot?
Yeah, I can't remember the names of people I'm not friends with anymore.
Short-term memory loss, Dory? Hell, I seem to remember, I can actually still remember all my friends back in elementary school when I was in Kentucky in Fort Knox. I remember my middle school there, Scott Middle School, where I had to wear those funny-looking uniform clothes. I had to wear khakis and not jeans. And everything I had to wear different collared shirts, which would either be yellow, black, or even white. I don't know how many people out there actually remember their elementary or middle school buddies, or even high school. But somehow I still remember all my friends back in the past, even if I'm living in Michigan now. There's Sean Wren, Savannah Alec, Richard Jernigan, James Howe. I remember Megan Fryer, Sarah Graham, Ashley Bales, James Ramsey, Victor Collins, Monique Chapman, Jordan Willis. You get the whole picture. I still have the yearbooks.
We were close in 5th grade, but once you get to middle school, everything changes. Even your friend group.
And you came along, and they put him out in the rain, and he turned into a dog.
Shit, why couldn't we see this fantasy instead of the Indiana Jones one?
That won't happen to me and my friends. We're like siblings. We're gonna be close forever.
Yeah, I beg to differ about that shit. By the way, has anyone else even noticed that throughout season 4 and 5, that Lincoln has been around with most of his friends most of the time instead of his family? I get that they're trying to do something new and different with the show, but honestly, don't try to stray away from what charm it actually had from the very beginning. Otherwise, most of the creators would be sending themselves to the graves and they would just roll around in it. So now we actually come to the Sleeping Bear Dunes Campground. I'm so glad this ain't Scratchy Bottom Campground, otherwise we'd be ass-scratching each other.
Wow! It's so beautiful!
What a fantastic view!
And it's so peaceful.
Hey dumbasses, do you mind actually walking around instead of stampeding all over him? This feels like this is about to be another Lincoln Torture Harmed episode.
Survey says...
Okay, y'all little jitterbugs. Your cabin assignments are going up on the activity board.
Everybody looks left. Everybody looks right.
Judas Priest, can we be much nicer to the little guy?
Come on, buddy. Did Cheryl say cabin assignments? I thought we get to pick who we bunk with. Let's see who I'm bunking with. Principal Huggins?
The fuck? No fucking way!
Son of a bitch!
Language, everyone.
Lincoln with Principal Huggins? Now that shit won't even look fucking right. Hell, I wouldn't even bunk with him. They just make some of this shit up as they go so they can actually advance the story into different pointless plots. Shit, even Psychonauts and Total Drama actually made more sense.
Excuse me, what will the sleeping arrangements be? Because I'd like to request a bunk under her.
You're gonna have to deal with me.
I can't help it. I'm booby-trapped.
They're not co-ed, are they?
No. Girls get one side of each cabin and dudes get the other.
Now, darling, you can stay here for a few days until your parents come for you, but we can't let you participate in any paranormal training without your parents' consent. I'm sorry.
Okay, let's not panic over the assigned bunk sitch. I'll work some of my loud magic and we'll all be bunking together in no time.
Actually, I'm happy as a skeeter in a sauna to bunk with Trent. He snuck in a whole mess of juice boxes with him.
Hey, that's the same asshole who was in Deal Me Out. And I believe he was actually in Save the Date, I think. I never looked back at that episode afterward, ever since Lori was forcing Lincoln on a date so she can be back together with her booby bear. I can't really fault Chris Savina on that episode since he didn't write that episode.
I'm rooming with Hassan and he takes security as seriously as I do. Check out what he brought!
A vacuum?
Threat detected.
Seriously, what is it with this whole universe actually hurting Lincoln? It's like the whole Peanuts universe actually hates Charlie Brown. It's like he hasn't made any fucking common sense that Lucy's gonna pull the fucking football away from him every time he's gonna try and kick it.
Oh yeah, he's special, all right.
I'm with Richie, but I'm actually okay with it. He brought an air purifier, and you know how I am with pollen. Sorry, buddy.
Survey says...
Come here. Closer, closer, a little bit closer.
And I'm in the girls' bunk with Girl Jordan.
Well, isn't that somebody actually fun to hang with? And let's hope nobody doesn't ship these two. And I hate to see who the rest man is actually bunking with.
Hey, look what Lance and me found in our bunk.
Take a look at this. I found a cowboy hat and a rifle and a guitar.
Hey, be careful with that, huh?
No, it's okay. It's not loaded. And my fucking nose came off.
Someone left a crate full of awesome random stuff. Huh? Check out this hat.
Oh, yeah. Thanks for nothing.
Thanks for making a total stranger feel like a total stranger.
Great, so I'm not rooming with any of my friends.
But once you get to middle school, everything changes. Even your friend group.
And if you guys were ever in Lincoln's shoes, who are you gonna believe? Me or that meathead?
Chop, chop! Y'all need to meet up at your first activity station in 10 minutes.
Sweet, at least we all signed up to go sand boogie boarding together.
Yikes, not a hat.
Seriously, as I said before in my previous reviews, what is it with this universe and these fucking raccoons? Are they seriously trying to make it feel like the raccoons are an endangered species now?
Where is everybody?
Well, you know what they say about the 1975 film that was made by a famous film star who actually made some people afraid to go into the water? That's probably the reason why they're not there.
I'll just boogie my own board. Clyde? I thought we were all gonna go sand boogie boarding together.
Well, yeah, but then Richie sold me on making cherry jam. It's a real hoot, if you can stand the pain of the cherry pits.
You know, that's really kind of disgusting, especially when they do it in France when they're stepping on grapes. And now they do it with either strawberries and cherries too, which I would never step on a grape or a cherry with my bare foot.
You should taste some. It's delicious.
Ugh, I'm not eating your toe jam.
Ew, nice gross humor joke. Imagine eating that shit off of either Lisa, Lynn, or Lana's foot.
The jelly is delicious, but you have to hold your nose.
Come on.
God damn it. Yep, that's what I thought.
Being a huge pussy.
Stella, I thought we were all gonna hang out.
Well, we found out Cheryl used to drive in Daytonas.
I used to have one of those things back in the day, but somehow I'm planning on getting it back in the future. It was red and white. Here's a picture of it.
So...
Sorry about coming in hot, Pumpkin. There is something about an all-terrain vehicle that makes old Cheryl crave the need for speed. Woo, let's ride! Yeehaw!
Principal Hudgens had a boat.
Yo ho, yo ho, yo! You see that, matey? Into the drink.
Well, at least it didn't bite him in the nuts. Speaking of, didn't that smashing turtle come out of his gonads? It did! How was that fucking even possible? How they weren't even to even know that the actual turtle was there?
Huh?
Bye, detective.
Not again.
If you zap me again,
I'm gonna rip your goddamn wings off.
Later, close to the evening at the campground.
More babies. Who wants to go skinny dipping with 15 guys and only 5 girls?
We've been at the park a whole day, and this is the first time we've all been together. Wait, where's Rusty?
I know I'm late. Let's just say I had a run-in with a hungry turtle.
Yeah, we saw it all.
Sorry, Lance.
It's okay, just...
Excuse me?
What did you say?
Did you call me Lance?
My bad, bro. Must have forgotten your name for a second.
Survey says...
You dirty ape!
You dirty ape! You dirty ape! You dirty ape! You dirty ape! You dirty ape!
You dirty ape!
I can't remember the names of people I'm not friends with anymore.
Oh boy, please tell me you're not gonna listen to your sister Lynn again. Seriously, do you believe everything she tells you? Cause I don't.
And some of us probably never will.
Later that night at the campground.
Lincoln?
Jesus Christ!
Do these riders actually enjoy seeing Lincoln get hurt or something?
What are you doing here? And sorry for the whack.
And if you hit me like that again, it's gonna be the last thing you ever do.
Normally, I wouldn't dream of waking you, but it's an emergency.
Are the cats missing? Did my dad sell the house without telling me? It's Nana Gale, isn't it?
This kid is so pessimistic, kind of like that giraffe's name from Madagascar. Is it Melvin or Melman? I think it's Melman.
Oh no. No, I can't be transferred. I have an appointment with Dr. Goldberg at 5. There are prescriptions that have to be filled. No other zoo could afford my medical care.
Worse, we're losing our friends. Think about it. No one wanted to bunk together. We all did separate activities. Rusty forgot my name.
Oh, and so warm and tender, you will remember my name.
You sound like Homer Simpson, how he was with Who Shot Mr. Burns.
Lynn warned me about this. Once you hit middle school, your friend group falls apart.
Forget about Lynn. She's such a dumb jock. She don't know shit these days. Besides, what would she even know about friendship anyway? But
Survey says...
Eat that nut strap, biatch.
somehow Clyde is dumb enough to actually get himself sucked into this situation that Lincoln puts himself into. And they come up with a plan. And a pretty despicable one, too.
Clyde, you cross everybody off their activity list, and I'll sign him up for our hike.
I can't believe it. That Dixie Chandler is actually here? Well, at least thank God we didn't actually see him in this episode. And I think I'm actually going to get some voice recordings from the Nostalgia Critic when I meet him at Comic-Con sometime this year.
Job well done, buddy. Huh? Clyde, your knuckles are very hairy.
Kid, look the hell up instead of looking down all the fucking time. Are you that blind not to tell that Clyde is not there? So much flannerizing these writers are putting into Lincoln's character, making him more dumber than ever, which in my case, he's not.
Lincoln? That's not me.
Honey, I'm home.
Better bump out of here! What are y'all little hoot owls doing out of your bunks?
Well, we were,
Looking for my lacrosse stick. Oh, it's over there.
And now we can sleep in peace.
I find it so much funny how she and Rita did the same kind of shit with that Especially the face gesture that they're actually giving when they do it. It kills me every single time.
Survey says...
Ow! Sunny Muffins. Ow! Your name is...
Oh, God! The next day at the campground, Lincoln and his freckle friends actually go on to the hike. But unbeknownst to them, that they don't even notice that Lincoln actually switched their names on the same activity list. Somehow here comes one of the dumb cliches I really hate, especially when I see it in movies.
I'm sweatier than a sow in labor.
Yeah, my fair skin isn't meant for this brutal sun.
I hate hiking. God damn!
God damn! God damn! God damn! God damn!
Shit, Russ, nice bird nest. Only a fucking umbrella bird would actually make itself at home in that thing.
Oh, out again! At least we're together, right?
Look at the dissatisfying looks in their faces. It's like they didn't even want to fucking be here. Especially how it's funny how the way Stella's actually emptying sand out of her shoe.
Don't worry, guys. There should be a path this way that will take us back to the bunks. Or is it that way?
You sure you know where we're going?
Yeah, everything around here looks exactly the same.
Mr. Smith, are we walking in circles?
Why do you say that, Captain?
The skeleton, you blithering idiot!
Now that you mention it, I'm not entirely sure where we are.
Okay, let's draw straws in case we have to eat someone.
We eat Theodore. You know he'll eat us if we don't eat him first.
Come on again.
No one is eating anyone. We just have to work together to find a way back to camp. The good news is, we'll always remember this exact moment that bonded us forever.
I'm not sure about how long that is gonna last for. Especially when some friends hate a liar in the group. And I really don't have to tell everybody who the liar really is.
Liam, I need you in charge of hydration.
Just call me the Juice Daddy.
Juice Daddy. That sounds funny and gross at the same time once you think about it. Juice Daddy.
Stella, I need you to look for familiar landmarks. anything that will lead us back to camp.
That's my thing I'm really good at when I'm somewhere out alone, into an unknown place I've never even been to.
Into the unknown.
No matter where I go or where I am, I always can find my way back home in a different direction. That's why I always carry spray paint with me, so I can mark a trail.
Clyde, I need you to... we'll come back to you.
Stop fooling around, McBride. We got work to do.
You're blithering again.
That's why you don't swim in your own gene pool.
I swear, Clyde is like a turtle on its back. He's easy prey.
Zach, you're in charge of collecting food.
Wait, you're telling me Clyde doesn't have anything to eat in that ginormous backpack?
Just bug spray.
Get the
Sunscreen. Lip balm.
Huh. What flavor lip balm?
You better not be dumb enough to actually eat lip balm, just like someone was dumb enough to eat lipstick.
You've got to be kidding. No one is stupid enough.
Rusty, I need you to find a way to send out an SOS signal.
Initiating Hairtana protocol.
Ooh, look at your hair, it's so electrifying. What happened? Did you run into an electric fence recently? That is all of them actually go off to actually do their jobs. Lincoln has a dirty secret to tell Clyde. Not that kind of dirty secret, if that's what you fucking think. Just because it's the month of June. This little dirty secret.
Look, bud, keep this between the two of us. But we're not actually lost.
We're not?
No, I just thought working together would bring us back together.
You dick!
Holy sh**. Are you kidding me? Praise baby Jesus.
And I'm like, I know that's a circle of life, but Jesus Christ, can you be a little bit nicer about it?
Don't worry, I have the map. Don't worry, I'll just go grab it.
Goddamn devil!
Okay, now you can worry. We're actually lost.
What do you mean, actually? I'm waiting.
So I may have pretended that we were lost, because I may have been trying to bring us closer together. But now we may actually be lost.
What?
I promise this wasn't part of the plan. Tell him, Clyde.
Clyde? You were in on this?
It's not my fault. I tried. I got carried away.
I didn't know he was gonna get us lost. I just helped him cross your names off the activity list.
Shut the up!
He did what? What did you say?
You crossed your names off the activity list?
Fuck you now! Hey again!
I think it's bizarre that I haven't cut your motherfucking nuts off.
I could strangle him right now.
Very uncool, Lincoln.
I can explain.
You've done enough. I'm getting out of here. Anyone who wants to go back to the bunks, follow me.
My luscious locks say this way.
Attention, attention. The moon landing was fake and Earth is flat. Yeah, bet you didn't know you were rooting for that kind of character, did ya?
You're really pushing it.
Well, Mima always says, if you're lost in the hot sauce, the North Star's your boss.
It's daytime, dude.
Mima never lies.
Really? Did she ever tell you where real human babies actually come from? Because let me tell you, they don't get delivered by a stork. Hell, and they don't even come from a pig's ass.
Guys, wait! I'm going this way. The pollen count seems lower.
Now we're lost.
We are not lost.
Then where are we?
Somewhere north. Or possibly very, very far south.
We should stick together! Stella, come back! Rusty!
When the day is long and the night.
It's not the time, Lurch. I need to be alone.
I don't feel guilty. Alright, I feel guilty. Huh? The map!
Should have seen that coming.
If you think it over, let me know. You got my card. I've got the book, you know.
Oh.
Help! Help!
Lincoln! Well, it's happened. Took a little longer than I thought, but it's happened.
Hopefully someone sees my distress signal.
I'd recognize this underwear anywhere!
Did he just fucking remove his underwear out from his own pants? I don't even want to fucking know how he did it. But I still want to know how to do that fucking trick, how someone could just rip their pants off in one go.
Lincoln!
Oh
my God.
Oh, Clyde! Guys! He's over here! Hold tight, buddy. We'll get you out.
You know, I have no idea what this Winnie the Pooh cartoon is called. When Tigger actually appeared in the bathtub, he pulls the drain plug, and Rabbit goes straight down into the bath drain, and Tigger just goes down and says, "Don't worry, bunny boy, we'll get you out." Speaking of, I wonder how the fuck did he even fit down that drain? So the Freckle Gang actually helps Lincoln out of the pit hole, and as soon as they do, Lincoln actually makes an apology to them. This ought to be great.
There, fella. Better now that you guys are here. I'm sorry for scheming behind your backs. Lynn told me that when you go to middle school, you lose all your friends, and I was afraid that was happening to us.
Aye vey.
Again with listening to Lynn Loud Jr.
This is some old bullshit.
No way.
But everyone was doing their own thing this weekend.
We were just trying new stuff. But that doesn't mean we won't be friends.
Really wish you would have told me that sooner.
Yeah, well, that's also bad communication. It's also something friends do, by the way.
We'll always be tight as a gaggle of geese.
Thanks, guys. Now bring it in.
We stick together and can see it through, 'cause you've got a friend in me.
Not to ruin the moment, but, technically we're still lost.
What? Am I delirious? I must be cracking up.
There y'all, my little sand crabs. Hop on. I'll give y'all a lift back.
Okay. Now, you see? This is the problem.
But we can't all fit.
I have the solution.
Survey says...
It's not like I'm gonna, always picture you naked or anything. What the hell?
Have you lost your mind? You sicko!
You sick bitch!
You don't think that shit funny?
Jerk.
The fuck you bringing Raph for? They got canoes and kayaks and shit here. Then again, if they actually do get fucking shipwrecked, maybe that wouldn't be so much handful. I swear, McBride surprises me.
Oh, I'm so glad we worked things out, guys. Nothing can separate us now. Whoa!
Come on, guys! Wait, please! I want to go to Hollywood!
Yeah, and after all the bullshit that actually happened to him in this episode, especially when it came to the ending like this goes to show that this had to be another Lincoln torture harmed episode. I swear, if they don't fix the solution in the future, you're really gonna lose all the audience attention.
Survey says...
She casts completely nonsensical spells. Those are not magic, they're illusions. She's a fake, a fraud, a flamboyant act. Her costume is in such bad taste. Lesser incantations are lame.
So this has been Friends in Dry Places.
Spider-Man, Spider-Man.
This episode I did not enjoy. Even when I first heard the title of it, I knew somehow it was not going to be that interesting. And from the very beginning of the episode, I knew where this episode was actually gonna go. And Lynn was incredibly unlikable. She was not even needed in this episode in the first place to begin with. But fuck, they had to put her there so they could actually force the story. Could have just took Lynn out and let Lincoln actually do this on his own. Speaking of the boy, Lincoln's character, I did not enjoy him as much in this episode because it almost felt like it was Raw Deal. And let me tell you, I can actually watch Raw Deal over this shit. Lincoln was being a narcissist. He even almost destroyed his friendship, just like he did with his school dates in Stall Monitor, and the same thing he did with the A7 convention in Kings of the fucking Con. As you all would even tell, and let's try to be adults here for once, Lincoln has been fucking flanonized in this episode, because hey, he was no use for a season 3 episode, much likely. So somewhat he has gotten so much bad character development. And again, that might be because the writers just don't like Lincoln and they just want the sisters to have their own episodes and make them even more popular than him. So why not make Lincoln the villain, because we don't want everyone to like Lincoln anymore? Well, to be like Lynn Sr., I don't like playing favorites with any kind of characters' episodes. I just want everybody to be treated equally and not have anyone be the bad guy. And Lincoln's not the only one who's so unlikable in this episode, along with Lynn Loud Jr., so are his friends. They leave Lincoln so much alone much of the time so they can have their own kind of fun around camp. Except one character who's a saving grace, and that is Clyde McBride. I don't think I find most episodes where Clyde has been his unlikable moments. There are just some episodes where he's not even needed, but he's not unlikable in every last one of them we see him in. But still, he's not enough to save this episode, just like he wasn't enough to save that fucked up Loud House Christmas movie. And even when Lincoln's friends found out that he lied about it, they get very angry and they leave him behind. Shit, why would they actually turn on Lincoln so quickly from disowning him as a friend, and then they help him out? But even it was so nice to see him be forgiven, but it made no sense. Every joke in this episode is either stale, groan-worthy, or just ungodly terrible. Even at the last bit when Lincoln actually gets left behind after when he falls off the ATV. And once again, they actually left him behind and they just didn't even care about him. And yeah, this had to go so much into the liar reveal story, which I really fucking hate once again. And yet, if Lincoln's friends decide to be in different classes in middle grade school, just let them. As I believe I said something like this before in my Don't Ask Cargo review, you can't stop your friends from achieving their goals by sabotaging or lying to them. Just let them. Some new friends will come along in the future. I barely even laughed with this episode or even found something new and interesting about it. I just groaned throughout the entire episode, and I'm wishing this would never exist along with Coupe Dreams. Then again, I would have kicked this episode out and kicked House Flip out and replaced that with Coupe Dreams. This would have been a half-hour graduation episode to end season 4 on a great note before we even got the abomination of school, which once again could have actually had more focus with Lori. So this episode is pretty pointless and useless at the same time. I would never go back to watch this episode again, and so shouldn't you. And I think it's safe to say it's better to watch Raw Deal than this shit. I'm the Loud House Critic. One episode left before we get to the big 200. Any guesses what it might be?
Me time, a little room to breathe. Time, a little quiet and peace I've never had.
Is spending all my time around girls turning me into one? Nah, I'm sure I'll turn out fine.